With all that, with everything that's been going on, I just I want the Eagles to really, really keep up with what they have been doing, what works, right? After the Lions game, after the way that we took care of business, applied a lot of pressure. We cannot rely on soft coverage. We can't rely on 3-man, 4-man rushing. We need to get creative. And yesterday we saw some creativity on the offensive side, and we saw Jonathan Gannon actually doing some better stuff, letting their players be aggressive. That's the biggest thing. We cannot be we cannot be like we cannot have our corners giving 7-8 yard cushions to the wide receiver. There's one thing about giving a wide receiver respect, especially if they're a good wide receiver, right? But every single wide receiver for the first month of football, Darius Slay, Steven Nelson, they're on. It's 1st and 10. They're at the line. The wide receivers at the line of scrimmage, and our corners are all right on top of the first down marker. We're just giving them yards, and that's the whole thing. That what do they teach a quarterback, especially when nothing's open deep? Just take what the defense gives you. You don't even have to read anything else. But they're giving him 5-6 yards right there. Let's just toss it right over to him. 2nd and 4. Oh, another 5 yards. First down. It's like you cannot expect to win anything by doing that. And then offensively, you cannot expect to throw, and expect to win football games. Especially with a quarterback who, let's face the facts, Jalen Hurts is most likely not the guy. Gardner Minshew is definitely not the guy either. Neither of these two quarterbacks can win you football games by passing all the time. Especially not in shotgun formation, not doing RPOs constantly, all that stuff. Against the Chargers, against teams moving forward, this team needs to really open up the playbook. They really need to do more things that fits the style of Hurts and whatnot, but play action passes, moving Hurts around in the pocket. It's interesting because, again, I always say it. It's been a broken record for so long. It feels like the same thing with Carson Wentz last year, where you move Carson Wentz out of the pocket, you open up the play action, you set things up for him. You don't just stay in the shotgun 24/7. Put him under center. He will have success. He's looking good with the Colts. Be fucking real. He's looking real good with the Colts. Hurts can do those things. I really don't think that it's that difficult for any quarterback to do certain things and to learn certain things, It's one thing if it's all motion or the way that he plays, with the ball in his hand, more so than scheme. I feel like it's so much just on coaching and trying to be simplistic and not trying to overload the offense with a lot of things, when in reality this offense has a lot of talent that they can do a lot of different things. Devontae Smith has still not been utilized properly. Jalen Reagor, hopefully he's okay. Once he comes back, he can be more utilized on those end around runs that he did twice in the second quarter that got us first downs on back-to-back plays. Boston Scott, Jordan Howard making an appearance, being the bruiser that we haven't seen in over 2 years. We haven't seen that from him or from anybody at all, Miles Sanders is great. Boston Scott and Kenneth Gainwell, they're all good with their style of run, but having that type of guy that can really run up the gut and push the pile, really just hit the linebacker and break tackles with brute force. I miss that. LeGarrette Blount, I miss you for that. I remember being so skeptical about signing him. I miss LeGarrette Blount so much because that style of run always helped us out. And the last time we put the Chargers, actually, I remember LeGarrette Blount breaking a huge tackle and getting loose for 30, 40 yards when we're up 2-3 points in that game. I miss that type of stuff. And Jordan Howard doing that yesterday, 2 touchdowns doing it, and I'm like, wow. Even without Miles Sanders, even with or without Miles Sanders, this is the type of things the Eagles can be doing, running the ball alone. How much more does that open up with your play action and in general your passing game? It opens up so much more. And hopefully Nick Sirianni and the offensive coordinator, whatever his name is, Steichen, right? they can learn how to actually call a game, a balanced game, and go in these phases, running the ball, set the tone, and then open things up from there. And then once you've let the quarterback get into a bit of a rhythm, let him get comfortable, a couple of short passes here, take your shots. Go back and forth between runs and passes, throw in an RPO or two here, have a quarterback run. That's my dog barking. But y'all get what I mean, right?